about awareness, but as I always repeat myself, please take it easy. Just read what's coming your way. Automatically, this world will unfold. Don't think too much, don't get confused too much, don't ponder too much. Yes, all we have to do is do what the book says. Ask, am I aware? Ask a couple of times and you will realize where your journey is leading you. It's super simple, nothing difficult, and everything shall come your way very, very, very easily. Let's go for a pixel programming. Yes, you're a winner. Left leg in the front, right in the back. Yes, I'm a winner. We all are winners. And let's continue to win our life, to feel abundant, to feel grateful, and to keep learning and evolving every single day. So, Rajeshta, let's have the first book for the day, The Power Fact by Luca Tino. So, we've been talking about intertwining back with Mother Nature, going back to her, soaking in her glory, seeing the greenness. If possible, plant some gardening, maybe in pots, maybe just our kitchen garden. And now today's Power Fact is even more important because it is talking about minimalistic living. And this is something we've discussed even before when we talked about unclutching our lives, we talked about finishing off all that is not required. It could be accessories, it could be garments, it could be your body weight, a lot. So, what do you want to be? Minimalism is something that you wish to decide. The book will tell you a couple of things, but how do you want your life to be? How do you wish your life to be minimalistic? Believe me, the more you want to live grandly, the more minimalistic you have to become. Don't think just because you want to live a life king size, queen size means that you have to live with a lot of stuff around you. No, the more uncluttered your spaces are, the better it is. I'm not sure how many of you have seen the houses of the very rich and the famous. They do not have, they have very large spaces, very few decor items kept. They just live and breathe in space. Even the almirahs are not so cluttered, everything is organized. So if you want, there's a proper science for this. You can always go on YouTube and always see it. Minimalism is so powerful that your mind says, I can live in this. And it's such an important way of living because your focus shifts, your entire ideology shifts, and your concentration also shifts. When there's too much happening around you, you're not a focused person. So minimalistic living will make you very, very focused. Let's understand about this. Dipali will read for us today. Reena, I'm so sorry, sweetie. Dipali raised her hand before. Reena, please raise it tomorrow. Just be a little on the time. Thank you, my dear. So yes, please read Dipali.
Yeah, hi, good morning, everyone.
Okay.
Practice minimalist living. Practicing minimalism has a very powerful effect. You may be wondering how this helps you lose weight. When the focus shifts from having variety to necessities, you tend to be more relaxed and mindful. You need to ask yourself, how many pairs of pants or tops do you really need? How many shoes and bags do you need? How much space and how many gadgets do you need? How big does your home really have to be? Keep going till you have covered all aspects. If something is not truly adding value to your life, cut down on it. You will also automatically begin to apply this to your food choices and lifestyle. Look around your home, your workplace, in your cupboards, drawers, etc. If you haven't and something, if you haven't used something in the last 3 to 6 months and it isn't necessary, get rid of it. Don't be attached to things you don't need. Declutter your surroundings and your mind. A decluttered mind is more mindful and is able to make more informed decisions.
So let's understand. This is what minimalistic living is. We all know it. It's not like we don't know about it. The only difference is we haven't probably truly practiced it. A lot of us have, but a lot of us haven't. We keep, stalling it. Okay, I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, I'll do it day after. Your drawers will be full of grab which you never ever use. There would be so much, maybe accessories, maybe stationery, maybe whatever, which you would never have used, especially what you've not used in one season. You will never use it again. I'm not saying this for ladies, your expensive saris, they're heirloom saris, so let's not go there. Talking about everyday other stuff. Keep as little as possible. You know how many sets of clothes you need, you know how many combinations you need. Whatever you think you need, keep that. Rest, just clean it off, especially the room that you live in. Have as much clear space there. If there are books, let them be sorted properly. Let it not be all over the room. It's very stressful when you wake up in the morning and you see 10 things versus one thing. Similarly, your body. If you're having too much variety of food, your body is taking that much more energy to burn those calories. Why? If I'm giving my body, say a chart item and say like a falka and then sabji and then maybe a dessert, how many types of food have I given it? And my healing energy, my digestion energy will take different time to heal. The chart heal means break it down. Different for falka, different for sabji, and different for dessert. This is what we are doing. So at one time, eat less. Even they say it's nicer to have a small bowl of fruit, probably the same fruit rather than a variety of fruit is still fine because it's the similar family. But again, for food, the lesser you eat, the better it is. If you can make yourself eat only probably two vegetables in a falka, it's much better than having 3 or 4 types of varieties. So get back to basics. Remember to be more relaxed, more mindful, and that will happen when you practice minimalistic living. On that note, we'll take a break from today's book and we'll move on to our greatest secret. Thank you, Ritesh, for showcasing the Pali for reading so beautifully. Yesterday, we talked about the 3 steps of awareness. We talked about how are we going to be going about this. The very first step was to ask ourselves, am I aware? 100 times a day. The time that your mind has stopped talking to you and replying to you is a time that your first step is taking place when you're a little more peaceful, when there's no voice coming back. Then we talked about day 2, where we notice awareness. Every other time we are noticing where are we. Shelley wants me to elaborate on 5 lines or step 1. The very first 5 lines, the last 5 lines, she says. Okay, so I'll read that for her. For most people, there's virtually no relief from their mind. because it's constantly throwing up one thought after another. And they don't realize they can remove the attention from their thoughts. What does this mean? So, practically, we are not able to move on from one thought to another. We're not able to discard thoughts. Like, so now if I say that this is all negative thinking, control all delete, just let's move on. But we are unable to do that. Why? Because we are focusing on removing that particular section from our mind, vis-a-vis shifting our attention to something new which requires our attention. I'll give you an example. Today I have got my exams, and I'm very, very, very stressed about something. I'm not being able to read something, and the thing is going again and again wrong. I'm like, my mind is registering the wrong formula. What do? I don't say, okay, finish this off. What I do is I switch over to a new thought, a new feeling, a new frequency, a new affirmation, a new mood, where I switch on something which I like. That way, I'm able to shift. I can't remove, but I can shift myself. Secondly, freedom from the mind is such a glorious relief. What does that mean? And it comes when you can observe thoughts rather than being lured into them and believing them. What are thoughts? Thoughts are simple beliefs of ours which we are projecting them as true. The day I start believing and observing, Rupal, this is 57 page. We missed you yesterday. Today we'll sing the birthday song for you. It's page 57 last. Ritesh sir, can you please turn it on page 57 because people want to see. I know you have to go back a couple of pages, but just go back on a couple of pages. So yeah, before this, yeah, this page, sir. So the last paragraph on page 57 is what Shelley wants me to emphasize, elaborate upon. So we have to switch over our thoughts. That's what it's easier rather than closing or removing some attention or from some thoughts, removing the focus. The day we can just see our thoughts coming and observe them as a passive observer and not get sucked into that world of thought, that is the day when we realize peace. For example, people who've got weight issues, if they stop thinking about what will make them fat, vis-a-vis just observing that the body has had this much of food and the body is comfortable, is happy, versus thinking, I have had so much of food. Oh my God, I'm going to put on weight. Tomorrow my scale will be like going absolutely crazy. Now, this is something where I'm getting sucked and lured into the thoughts. I believe them. I believe that tomorrow morning my weight is going to go up, and so it is. But if I observe that, okay, so much of food has been had, but peacefully, lovingly, if they wanted to have, if you differentiate yourself to second person zone, then you'll be able to observe what's happening without thinking what's going in the mind. Shelly, is that a little clearer? These are very detailed thinking. And as I said, this book is something we need to repeat, reiterate, think, ponder, but simultaneously just let it flow because this book will unfold on its own. That's the magic of this book. So thank you, Shelly, for saying that. Ritesh, so we can take our curriculum to the next portion, please. We're talking about step one, asking ourselves where we are. Step two, about noticing awareness, when we can be passively noticing. Third, aware, stay aware. And how do you do that? When at times you are talking about awareness, you don't know what you're talking about. Even though you know right now you're sitting in a particular place, doing something, listening to me, and we are aware that we are in a session. Yet, we are trying to discover what reality is there for awareness. We are trying to discover that are we fearing our thoughts or are we letting the thoughts just go from one to another because we are not focusing on any thought. When you don't focus on anything, it just goes. Example, if I'm very angry right now, but I keep thinking the trigger, what made me angry? So somebody said something vile about me, and that's made me really angry. That how dare he abuse me, or how dare he say something so vile to me. When I keep thinking about the trigger, all I will feel is more angry and angry and angry. But if I shift my focus and just let it be, of course I can't let it be. Why? Because I'm a human and I am angry. But if I start thinking of something that makes me happy, maybe a trip, maybe something in the Himalayas. Today, my friends are going, and I'm just feeling so bad that I'm right here. But yeah, if I shift, then I will be thinking about, oh, what will these girls be doing there? What will be happening? Automatically, my anger has taken over in something which is apprehension, something which is probably anxiety, something which is excitement. The minute I shift, it's different. You have to be aware of your feelings. You have to be aware of how your body is reacting, and that will come very gradually. The simple way which we talked about is what Rhonda Burns' teacher, the unsaid teacher, has told them is imagine yourself with a camera, with a DSLR, and all you're doing is zooming into something. The more you zoom, the more you can see the product or the thing or the person. And the more you zoom out, you can see a wider expanse with everything giving equal importance. Nothing is focused. Whatever you focus on grows. So if you're focusing on troubles, troubles are growing. If you're focusing on peace, peace is growing. But when you're focusing, you are focusing on something. And what you have to right now become is just simply aware of the light, a wider landscape. And that is what will make you more aware. When you keep practicing this again and again and again, you will be able to master this. Second thing, don't get mistaken and don't think that you don't have any power over your life. Yes, you have. And you can easily do what you want by simply taking care of your thoughts. Whatever you want is possible. Thirdly, if somebody is saying, I'm not understanding awareness, it's just bouncing over my head. So it is. Start believing, start knowing that it's in your power to understand, comprehend whatever is being taught. The minute you say, I'm understanding it, it's unfolding, it's becoming clearer and clearer, the bigger door is opening. You're not resisting this way anymore. You're not stopping the flow. People who keep stopping the flow, okay, I'm feeling this, now what? Or I'm not feeling anything, now what? Which means you're stopping the flow. Let yourself flow. The minute you let yourself flow, awareness is bound to come in. Now let's go on to the next page, Ritesh. So we want page number 61, and we were on the third paragraph, which said give 5 minutes. So we've already spoken about the summary before what we talked about. Today I'll read the last paragraph for yesterday, and then the Pali will continue. So last paragraph yesterday was, but that has all changed because of continually letting go of what I believed myself to be and staying as the awareness that I am. I'm not only happier than I have ever been, but instead of doing all the time, things just seem to get taken care of naturally without me doing them. If I end up doing something, it's like I'm not even doing it. It's so effortless. Life becomes miraculous. What happens that makes life a miracle? When I stop playing the game of I, me, and am. I am doing this session. I am I am sitting. I am doing this entire work about my business or about my travel or about my family. I. But if I start saying it's so easy, I have sessions in the morning, we all learn something, we all read something, we grow as people. Then I zip to the factory, then I work there. I come back in the evening. At times, sessions is also in the car. Why? Because it just happens. It's also organic. But if I start taking stress, how will I do the session from the car in the evening? I don't even come home at 5:15. What will I do? So what? You have your laptop, you have your mobile, you have a hotspot. So what? So if you start taking the focus from I, me, and am, that I am doing, who am I? Ultimately, our soul has chosen a purpose, an experience, a lesson. Why are we so attached to I, me, and am? Why so much of ego? For what? Who are you? Let me say we are nothing and we are everything. It's about our perception. So people who are very, very I, me, and am have a big, large, giant, fat ego and they're not able to see beyond themselves. They struggle in relationships with their children, with their partners, with their parents, with everyone around because they're very, very bossy. And that is the problem. You have a vision, go for it. But stop being such an I, me, and am person. Just move over, become a people's person. Get their perspective. Become a yes person, and life will open up magically. Today we will open our book from Give 5 minutes a day. Please take the stage, Dipali.
Give 5 minutes a day, at the very least, to putting your attention on awareness. You can do it when you first wake up, when you get into bed, or any other time that suits you. If you are as dedicated as I am to having a miraculous life, you will give your attention to awareness more often, but even 5 minutes a day will make an enormous difference to your life. It is that easy. Remember, this is not a practice to become awareness because you are infinite awareness already. Rather, it's a practice that stops you from identifying yourself with the mind and body, which is not who you are.
I don't know how
To
many
be
of you got this sentence with Dipali read right now. Remember, it's not about finding awareness. It's not about being aware all the time. But what it is all about is detaching your mind and your body to yourself. Because what are you? We've discussed this zillions of times. 90% of our brain is called the subconscious mind. This subconscious mind has all the information, all the experiences, all the wisdom, all the lessons, all the intelligence from all your past lives, which are lakhs. Let me tell you, your soul is so old that you have no idea. When you go for past life regression, which you a lot of you can do, and a lot of you are doing it, every time you do the online session without that lady, also you will be able to see a new birth. Very soon you'll be able to see which country are you in. If you start asking yourselves what era are you in, you'll be able to see your soul has traversed God knows how many years. That memory is in 90% of your brain. And that 90% of your brain is your soul. Because the soul comes with a lot of learning. Now, when you start saying I, the soul, you're shifting your focus from I, Prachi Agarwal, a resident of Delhi, 43 years of age, to I, the soul, who's infinite in age, infinite in awareness, infinite in wisdom, intelligence, anything. So when I know that I'm infinite and there's so much happening in my life, what am I worried about? This is just something. And what I had to do is gather myself to become more knowledgeable, to learn more, to drop my ego, and to grow as a person. That is the real meaning of this life. And what is my purpose? I keep exploring my ikigai. I keep seeing what I'm passionate about. Life should become such a beautiful life, whatever age I am in. I wake up to happiness. I wake up to purpose. I wake up to excitement. Okay, this is what I'm supposed to do throughout, rather than say, oh, today, what is the day? Okay, probably I'll see TV. Maybe I'll read a book. Maybe I'll take a sleep after the session. Then there's no purpose. So there has to be excitement, there has to be purpose. And today I'll repeat a reading from Ikigai. Remember, we talked in Ikigai that if more than half an hour you're sitting down at one place, 90% of your BMR drops, your body just drops to the next level. So please time yourself, become active every half hour, stretch up, just take a little short walk, like it, maybe 20, 30 steps. Get your body active, just stretch, just stretch. I don't know how many of you have seen people in the office stretching, just getting up. You need to have that movement. So if you're looking for weight loss, you're not even aware what's happening to your body. The minute you start every half an hour doing some movement, a weight will automatically fall off. Automatically. That's how your body are designed. Your body is not designed to keep sitting down. Unfortunately, today's world is sitting down too much. Even right now, sitting down, it's too much. You're not supposed to sit down for such a long time. This is what we're doing. Technically, every half an hour, we're supposed to get up and stretch, but that's not happening. So please remember, all is in your hands. Practice identifying yourself. Practice identifying who the real you is. I, the soul, not I, the person who's living right now. The minute you do that, the minute you see your body as enjoying something in life, you will stop becoming such a touchy, sensitive person. You will evolve as a soul. I'm not saying that you leave your family, you leave your loved ones, you leave your work, and you say, oh, this is my life. I've just got to go and no, live in the Himalayas. No, you are aware that you are living in this life for a purpose, And your duty as this person, maybe as Shelly Agarwal or Upal Gagar, is to do something concrete in life, to study, to grow, to learn, to love the live ones, yet be aware that I am the infinite being and I have all the wisdom, all the knowledge. And that's what life is all about. Let's read this beautiful excerpt from Francis Lucille.
To begin with, it seems like an effort to keep returning to the welcoming presence, but at some point, it is so natural that it seems to require an effort to leave it. It feels like home. Francis Lucille from the Perfume of Silence. You
How
will reach
wonderful.
a point.
One second. Again, I'll elaborate because this is so deep, Dipali. I may keep stopping you in the middle. So
No,
in
not in.
initially, yeah, thanks. So initially, it may feel that, oh my God, what is this book teaching us? What are we into? If we are not the person, then why are we the person? And why have we been born? And what is the thing? Look, we've all grown up in a society where we're born to parents. We're growing up, doing our schooling, then doing our college and getting married, then maybe having babies and having a profession and having a party life and maybe having a spiritual life. And then you're sort of getting married and they're again for the grandparents. And what is your purpose? What are you doing? How many of you, at whatever age you are living a life of purpose? You don't even know what's happening. This welcoming practice is something we're going to be welcoming very soon into our life. It is very simple. You're welcoming your actual presence of your soul. It may feel unnatural that, okay, I, Prachi, I, soul, what is happening? But once you take a little effort initially, once you start coming to it, you will realize that it's very, very natural, very normal. In fact, there will come a point where 100 times in a day you will know it's the journey of either soul. You stop blasting at people. You stop giving too many instructions. You stop talking so much because you will be in a reflection mode, even though you're not meditating. You will be in a self meditation mode, sitting down quietly at one place. Your eyes are open, yet you're meditating. And now that is really beautiful. It's commendable how much knowledge you'll get in that. And that's going to come very soon, guys and girls. Just be open and receptive because it's coming your way. Please continue.
You will reach a point. You will reach a point. The chats are coming up, so just a second. You will
Sorry.
reach a point where you know with certainty that you are in the realm of divinity, or for those who prefer to use the word God, in the presence of God. To be in the presence of God or the realm of divinity is to be beyond the mind. Actually, I would need an explanation on this.
I'm so glad. How lovely. So it's very simple that the day we start welcoming our actual essence of our being, which is our soul, and we realize that we are beyond this body, beyond this, whoever I've woven my world. Okay, what am I? Who has created this world for me? I, right? Now I may say, okay, I'm born to such fantastic parents, such fantastic grandparents, so open-minded. I've been educated and I've been given opportunity. But ultimately, haven't I attracted it? Now that you know that each one of us is a creator of our life, we attract whatever we're living in. Now we are four siblings, all four of us are separate because all four of us have attracted something else in life. So when I stop saying that I, me, and I have made it, okay, this is my life and this is my soul, together we're intertwined. When we come to a point where we are certain about who we are, for example, I'm certain that there are two things in me. One is my soul has chosen this life of mine as a life. When I've chosen that this is how it's going to be, then I know that I have chosen. And who am I? I, the soul, am also a part of I, the God. In my subconscious mind is the universe. In my subconscious mind is the God. Right? Everyone says, na, ghar mein, dil mein Bhagwan baste hain. All of us have God inside us. Has anyone heard that? That in all of us there's Allah, in all of us there's Vaheguru. We are a part of the infinite creation. We have that inside us. We don't have to go to a mandir, masjid to do our puja. We've heard that, right? And that's true. In us is God, this divinity, this oneness is there. God is something which could be man-made, but what we believe is one energy which guides us. the infinite energy. Now, that energy is inside me, and that energy is also my soul. The day I realize that I am nothing but a creation of divine, that I am in the divinity layers, but I know that I am right now leading a life, but my life has a purpose and I'm finding it. When I prefer telling myself that, I am with God, everything I'm doing is being done by Him, I am in His presence, and that's it. And that's the time when I stop thinking too much about my mind, my life unfolds magically. So please understand, this is how it is. When you see, there will come a point in all of our life when we just thinking we are the divine beings, we are the infinite beings. We stop talking this language of, I am this, I am that, I am that, I am that. We just think we are one with the God. Now that point is going to come, Dipali, and to everyone. It's going to come, but it's going to take a little while. Some of us have had the Eureka moments, like Anjuji, she was yesterday mentioning. She's thinking she's comprehending every single line. Shelley saying, okay, now I think I understand. This is happening to a lot of us, but we are in the divine presence. And to be in the presence of that divinity, that God, or to be in those realms, to be under in that divine area, all you have to think is go beyond your mind of thoughts. This 10% of mind is kind of overruling 90% of your mind. So that's what we're supposed to get over. Cut the extra grab by switching over to a divine place. You will do it. Let's read it. Let's read what Muji has to say.
When you lose the eyes of ego, you see with the eyes of God. Muji.
Right? Now, what do you mean by this? Ego is me. I'm Prachi Agarwal. I'm egoistic. I. But when I start saying it's not me, I'm being guided. I'm just an infinite being. And whatever is happening, he is doing it. If I start saying I'm Nimit Matra, what does it mean? I'm nobody, Bhaiya. I just come in this journey just like you all have come in your journey. And we've come together as soul connections. Whatever is being done is through him. That's when we will remember that we can grow older because we are open and receptive. And we've closed ourselves to that door of saying me. So let's grow from this. Even as parents, even as people, even as partners, even as children, stop doing the drama of I, me, and I'm. Stop becoming the Gyan Matas, Gyan Pitas with anyone and everyone around. Stop your pravachans all the time. Problem with this is we learn a bit and we start elaborating. We do pravachans. Now that's not important. Let's first soul search. Let's first come. You found something great, share it. But don't start expanding your knowledge bank in front of everyone, especially when they're not ready. Everyone has a time. Remember, many of us are connected for paid up for the session. But 6, 7 of us dropped out. Why? Time nahi aaya tha hamara. We weren't ready for the journey. We were being guided. We paid up. We came online. We committed. But we backfired. Why? Because we gave into the devils. So now, if 52 of you are logged in and 45 of you are absolutely regular, the 45 will have a much more deep takeaway than the 52 who keep coming, going, who do the sessions or not doing the sessions. So, depending upon your time, depending upon your willpower, you can do any sessions and remember to take a lot away from them. Let's read now after doing.
After doing these steps for a while, you will discover that awareness automatically becomes more dominant and present within you, and your mind becomes much quieter. Other indications of how you are doing are your life will become easier and more effortless. You will feel more peaceful. Things that used to bother you won't bother you anymore. You will feel calmer. Your emotions will be more stable, and you will find you are not easily swept away with negative emotions. In fact, you will begin to feel a sense of happiness that you've not felt before. You will become more acutely aware of your mind's propensity to complain, criticize, and focus on negativity. You will find you are not giving your mind power over you like you used to because you've taken your attention away from your thoughts.
So, how many of you have felt that in this journey of these 85, 86 days, you have become a little calmer, you're more aware? Why? Because now you know if I criticize, I get more criticism back with me. If I'm negative, I attract negative. How many of you have learned to handle life in a better way by being in the positive zone. Why is it happening to all of us? Why? Because we are evolving. We are realizing day by day the power of our subconscious mind. We're realizing day by day law of attraction. We're realizing day by day that we are here for a purpose. When we're realizing all of this, automatically, if we have agitation in our mind, if we have no harmony in our mind, this is what we project in life. So now, rather than focusing on negativity, our focus is shifted to being positive. And what's happening back? Positivity is unfolding. How have so many of you healed yourselves, your bodies? How have so many of you healed your relationships? How have so many of you got magic? You wanted for something to happen at some particular time, and the same thing happens. How? How is it happening? Because right now, you're not swept away by anything negative. You're in a very high frequency zone, and all of you are there together. In this sangha of yours, you may know someone, you may not know someone, but you're not thinking that somebody will judge me. You're in a no judgmental zone and you're in a growing zone. Together, everyone is lifting each other. Why is that happening? Every single morning, you're blessing each other. Yeah, shuru mein you blessed each other, thinking that oh, the more I give, the more I get. But gradually, what's happening? Automatically, blessings are coming easily. Even if you're driving in your car somewhere and you're seeing some poor man in the street, the first thing that comes to your mind probably is, okay, lots of blessings to you. Why? Rather than saying, oh God, a beggar is there on the road again. Oh no. If I see a beggar is there on the road, oh no, tomorrow I'll see two beggars, right? Because I know I'm attracting them. Now my focus is shifting because now I'm attentive towards life. Life that's unfolding day by day, like a lotus. It's just like a small bud that's growing day by day, and becomes a full beautiful self. That's what is happening with us. Life is unfolding for us. All the positivity which we were meant to learn, which we'd forgotten, is coming back to us. This is what is happening. So now everything that we are seeing in life is all towards a progressive turn. Let's read Lester Levinson's saying.
Knowing that we are the perfect self, that we are not this limited body and mind, all problems immediately resolve. Lester Levinson from Happiness is Free, volumes 1 to 5. Should I go ahead?
Yes, please.
Awareness is greater than every single thing it's aware of. The person is limited, but awareness is unlimited, which means everything is possible. Nothing can ever restrict you. Nothing whatsoever has power over you. We seem to have the experience.
1 second. Dipali, 1 second. So now what does this line mean by nothing can ever restrict you, nothing whatsoever has power over you? Now when I'm aware that if that person is saying something wild to me, I just have to hear and let it go. Because if I expand on it, it will grow. I'll attract more of that in my life. So now I'm not giving that person the power to say something to me which will affect me. I have shifted the power game. I've kept the power with myself that I am the power. I am unlimited. Let him say whatever. But if I think well of myself, I'm happy. So I've come to that point where I'm content, where I'm not letting other people get over to me. Now, I don't know how many of you have realized you must be less stressed. You must be less irritable. You must be a little more understanding. Even with your partner, it's okay, yeah, he doesn't know what world I'm in. It's fine, let it go. Do you say that ever? He and I'm not on the same journey, or she and I'm not on the same journey, and it's fine, let it go. I'm not getting so irritated now. This is happening because now you're trying to understand that you are an evolved soul, and that's what it should be. We're evolving every single day. People who are getting irritated, this is not coming, business is not coming, or this profits aren't coming, or this is not coming, that's not coming. You're like, okay, let him say whatever. He doesn't know where I am. In my world, all is well. And then with that, your peace and your calm. So you shifted the power to yourself. Let's read another phrase.
Pachi, I have a question here.
Yeah, please.
It's like when we start getting being unaffected, remaining unaffected by people's ideas of us, or whatever they are trying to do at that particular moment to irritate us. And when such people realize that we are not getting affected, they keep continuing to try to irritate us to the point that they actually pull us down, and finally we start feeling irritated. So
You know
how
what?
do we reach a level? Huh?
That's happening because you are attracting it. You're letting that person talk and you're getting affected. Now you're like, अब ये क्या बोलेगा? Oh God, stop. Okay, अब ये क्या बोलेगा? And you say, it's okay. Everything is fine. This too shall pass. And then it'll pass.
Okay.
Start
Okay.
telling yourself, this too shall pass.
Okay. At
This is
that
a process.
moment, I have to keep
Yeah.
saying that.
Just switch
Okay.
over. And the person will stop talking now when you stop reacting. But right now, you're listening to him, your eyes are on him, and he knows he's got your attention. Shift your
Right.
focus. Oh, don't look eye to eye.
Right.
Immediately cut the contact. Eye to eye is soul contact. But the minute you're not hearing, you're just looking elsewhere, doing something. You're like, इसको तो फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा मैं किसके सामने बीन बजा रहा हूँ.
Right.
He move away.
Right.
So don't give him power. When you're listening to him or her, you're giving them power, and you're increasing the power by listening and reacting. You're like, and you're grunting and you're doing, and that means you're listening, you're reacting. You may not be saying, but you're reacting, and
That's
that's
true.
giving him more power to talk more to you. So please,
Yeah.
just shift the focus by saying, "This too shall pass." It's the most magical line. Okay, anything in
Yeah.
life, keep walking, and this too shall pass is so beautiful. When I lost Rishi, my best friend Ripple said, Prachi, this too shall pass. Keep walking. And I'm like, are you freaking out of your mind? I've lost Rishi. What the hell are you talking? I realized, yeah, he was right. The moment passed, right? 20th March just passed. And then another came, and another came, and yeah, life moved on. At that time, things feel like such a big thing. Today, I can talk so easily and say, okay, he's not there in person, but he's there with me in soul. And people will be like, what the hell is she talking? But that's fine. I don't tell the world about this. I'm telling you guys because we are in this journey together. Many of you are already feeling that for your loved ones because we're
Right.
evolving. But if I say this to a man on the next street, he'll be like, she's lost it. She's wonkers. They won't understand. That's why I say when you are getting this intelligence in your mind, don't harp about this. People will think you've really lost it. Live a practical life. Don't become this Gyan Matas, Gyan Pitas, and you'll lose your focus. Tell them to just come on this journey with you, maybe try it 10, 12, 15 days. Don't like it, move on. What's the commitment? Let them come for the free sessions. That's what you all did, right? You first came for 2 weeks, you saw that is this your thing? Can you wake up in the morning? Are you understanding something? Don't force anything on anyone. Don't force yourself to hear to somebody also. All right, let's read further.
Thank you, Prachi. Yeah. We seem to have the experience of a limited consciousness, but when we investigate more closely, we see that it is possible.
We see
That
that
which
it's
is
impossible. Impossible.
oh, sorry, that it is
No.
impossible. Yeah. That which is aware of limitations transcends limitations and is therefore beyond them. Francis Lucille from The Perfume of Silence.
So again, if we look deeply into our conscious being, which is 10% of our mind, and we're aware that limitations are only made in our mind with limitations, then we are able to go beyond them. When I say that I can do anything in the world, that means I become limitless. But if I say, I can't lose beyond 10 kilos or I can't go beyond this, okay, so be it. So limitations transcend limitations. That's the truth. And let's go beyond it. Let's find the limitless us, the infinite us. All right.
Nothing can disturb awareness. No number of problems can disrupt you. Negativity can't touch you. Wars can't affect you. Your awareness is always safe and well. You are untouchable, unharmable, imperishable. What would there be to threaten you? You contain everything. You are everything. To the best of your ability, begin to stay as the awareness that you are by putting your attention on awareness often, so you can live a wondrous life.
So now, when this chapter says nothing can disturb us, because now, even like, look at Alifia, she says she walked out of the cloud of the negative talking. Because now Nothing can disturb awareness. Now we know that negativity can't touch us. That no matter if who's having a battle or war, we are safe and sound when we are always well in our world. That's because we are giving ourselves the power to become untouchable, to become unharmable, to become imperishable. We are allowing that to happen. Nobody can threaten us because now we are in that pure zone, a high energy zone. Now, even there's so much of COVID talk happening around us. Are we really getting worried? No, right? It's not even touching us. So, like Shilpa says, her husband has COVID, but is she very, very scared? Maybe not, because she knows this too shall pass. It's just come. And if her belief is something that Amitabh will not really get affected, he will not. Today, if Sailesh is in a reclusion, maybe tomorrow he'll join us again, because he'll be like, okay, maybe if I hear this session, I'll be in a high frequency zone. So now we are able to handle life much better than what we could before. That's the advantage about our academic journey. We are more positive, we can handle very easily to the best of our ability. And because we are aware that positivity is around us. And that's what we're putting our attention on. Once we focus on positivity, awareness, life becomes wonderful. That's how it is. Let's conclude this day by these last three lines by Lester Levinson.
Then you can no more be fooled by the apparent limitations of the world. You see them as a dream, as an appearance, because you know that your very own benignness has no limits. Lester Levinson from Happiness is Free, volumes 1 to 5.
Thank you. So now with this, our beingness has no limits. Our life is a dream and it's appearing to us however we want. And we know that we can get all our dreams. We cannot be fooled by any limitations because life is limitless. And with this, tomorrow we will again go through the same chapter, but in a summary fashion and move on to chapter number 4. So let's conclude this day and come on to the power book. Power is very simple, simple English, simple stuff to follow, and it's not rocket science at all. It's very, very easy to deliver, to understand. Yesterday, we talked about the force of love, that love is everywhere. We are also born because of love. And love is the only thing that is there. Once we feel that we are in love with life, with ourselves, we become a magnet of all things wonderful. So let's talk about how do we become a magnet. Please read it, page number 15. You are a magnet.
You are a magnet. The law of attraction is unfailingly giving you every single thing in your life based on what you are giving out. You magnetize and receive the circumstances of wealth, health, relationships, your job, and every single event and experience in your life based on the thoughts and feelings you are giving out. Give out positive thoughts and feelings about money, and you magnetize positive circumstances, people, and events that bring more money to you. Give out negative thoughts and feelings about money, and you magnetize negative circumstances, people, and events that cause you to have a lack of money.
I hope all of us are clear about this. Super simple English, super simple explanation. Whatever we want, we immediately attract because we are a magnet. The day we realize that law of attraction is unfailingly giving you every single thing you want in your life based on what you're giving out, you're unstoppable. Why will you attract negativity? Because you know you don't want it. So all you attract is whatever you want, whether it's health, whether it's wealth, whether it's wisdom, whether it's inner love, whether it's peace, whether it's whatever, even intellect, even wisdom, even intelligence, even spirituality, whatever you want, you attract. So, my dear boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, whoever has doubts about, I'm not able to understand, comprehend, please attract the vibes by saying, everything is opening so beautifully for me. Once you have that affirmation, the belief that whatever is written behind these words, you're able to sense it, understand it. Believe me, you will be able to understand. The same two lines, you'll read it with a mind which is open, you'll be able to get it more receptively. Same two lines you're reading with the mind which is closed, like, what was this? This bounced over. This is how wonderful life is because you're a magnet of whatever you give out. Let's turn the page.
Whether humanity will consciously follow the law of love, I do not know, but that need not disturb me. The law will work just as the law of gravitation works, whether you accept it or not. Mahatma Gandhi, 1869 to 1948, Indian political leader.
So it's very simple.
As
What Mahatma Gandhi is telling us is what life is all about. So if we are consciously following the law of love, which is a good sense of feeling for every single person, and it's undivided, whatever we get back is wonderful because that is what we're attracting. Law of gravitation will work. So when I get off the bed, I will not fly. I know that I will walk. That's the law of gravitation, and that works, and so does the law of love. They just work come what may, whether we accept, whether we don't, they work and they will continue to work. So you have to follow the law of love, and everything will fall into place. Please read.
As surely as you think and feel, the law of attraction is responding to you. It doesn't matter whether your thoughts and feelings are good or bad. You are giving them out, and they will return to you as automatically and precisely as an echo returns the same words you send out. But this means that you can change your life by changing your thoughts and feelings. Give positive thoughts and feelings, and you will change your entire life.
So give positive thoughts and feelings, and you will change your entire life. That's a crux for the day. This is what you have to. You have to push yourself into a good feeling zone by simply switching. Remember that switch in your house if you don't have electronic switches. This is how you switch off, on. You have to come on. Whether it's switch word, it's switch mood, it's switch frequency, whatever you want. Switch yourself and bring yourself in a high feeling zone. Let's talk about the power of the positive and negative thoughts.
Positive and negative
One second.
thoughts.
Rajniji, you know about tipping point because you've done this book with me before. A lot of people haven't done, so they will not know what you're talking about. Yes. So
Your thoughts are
let's see them.
your thoughts are both the words you hear in your head and the words you speak out loud. When you say to somebody, "What a beautiful day," you had the thought first and then spoke the words. Your thoughts also become your actions. When you get out of the bed in the morning, you had the thought of getting out of bed before you took action. You can't take any action without thinking the thought first. It's your thoughts that determine whether your words and actions will be positive or negative. But how do you know whether your thoughts are positive or negative? Your thoughts are positive when they are thoughts of, of what you want and love, and negative thoughts are thoughts of what you don't want and don't love. It is that simple and that easy.
I hope we got this simple sentence very easily. Love is whatever we like, and lack of love is whatever we don't like. So if we expand on what we like, it's going to happen. If we expand on what we don't like, that will happen. So now, what do we want to expand is our $1 million question to ourselves. If I want to expand on goodness, I have to expand on goodness. That's how simple it is. Let's read further.
Whatever you want in life, you want it because you love it. Take a moment and think about it. You don't want things you don't love, do you? Every person only wants what they love. Nobody wants what they don't love. When you think or talk about the things you want and love, such as, "I love those shoes, they are beautiful," your thoughts are positive, and those positive thoughts will come back to you as the things you love, beautiful shoes. When you think or talk about the things you don't want and don't love, such as, "Look at the price of those shoes, that's highway robbery," your thoughts are negative, and those negative thoughts will come back to you as the things you don't love, things that are too expensive for you.
So again, I'm going back to the people who are on the Loving Yourself group. If you want to lose weight, you have to love the idea of being thin and stop thinking about the negatives. Oh, look at what I have to give up. I have to give up food. I have to give up this. I have to give up my being a couch potato. When you stop thinking about what you have to give up, when you start thinking about the exact body that you want to have, it will happen. So don't have conflicting thoughts. This example of beautiful shoes, she could have easily bought them, but her mind says, it's highway robbery, shit, it's so freaking expensive. Automatically, something will come your way, you will not have money in the wallet to buy those. But if you love them, don't know from where the money will come, you wouldn't even know where the money is come and you'll just be able to buy it. That's what happens. Let's read further.
Most people think and talk about what they don't love more than they think and talk about what they love. They give out more negativity than love, and in doing so, they are inadvertently depriving themselves of all the good things in life.
So again, let's talk about only what we want. Let's not talk about what we don't want. Once you're in a good feeling zone, automatically doors will open for you. Something which feels so challenging will also happen and it will be amazing. All right, let's turn the page.
It's impossible to have a great life without love. People who have great lives think and talk about what they love more than what they don't love. And people who are struggling think and talk about what they don't love more than what they do love. One word frees us all of the weight and pain of life. The word is love. What is the name?
So it's very, very simple. We have to talk about only what we really believe, desire, or dream. We don't have to talk about what we don't like. So if you want to talk about your one focus, one mission, whether it's your weight, whether it's your business, whether it's your life, it's your relationships, just talk about them very, very positively. Stop expanding on negativity because when you expand negativity, only negativity unfolds. So let's talk about, I know we'll take another 5, 7 minutes, but let's talk about what you love. Let's talk about it.
Talk about what you love. When you talk about any difficulties with money, a relationship, an illness, or even that the profits of your business are down, you are not talking about what you love. When you talk about a bad event in the news or a person or situation that annoyed or frustrated you, you are not talking about what you love. Talking about the bad day you had, being late for an appointment, getting caught in traffic, or missing the bus are all talking about what you don't love. There are many little things that happen each day. If you get caught up in talking about what you don't love, every one of those little things brings more struggle and difficulty to your life. You have to talk about the good news of the day. Talk about the appointment that went well. Talk about how you love being on time. Talk about how good it is to be full of health. Talk about the profits you want your business to achieve. Talk about the situations and interactions you had in your day that went well. You have to talk about what you love to bring what you love to you.
So again, if I want my business to become $1 million business in like a week, I'm giving a very ballpark, very exaggerated figure. But if I keep talking about the challenges that I'm having, oh, this bank problem is happening, or this labor problem is happening, or this customer problem is happening, I'm not expanding on my end goal. So please don't get detract. Just talk about your goals, talk about how you want them, talk about the goodness in your day, even talking about something. Today, my cup of tea is not nice. How did the PM make it? It's not nice. If you don't like it, don't talk about it. Ignore it, don't drink it, let it be there. But don't expand it. Just say, can you make me another fresh cup of tea nicely? Bus. So she'll also get the message, or he'll also get the message, and so will you. Learn to tackle situations. Learn to talk about situations in a progressive, positive fashion. Let's talk about a parrot example. So right now, what you're seeing in a cage is a parrot which is stuck in a cage. Now, to get out of the cage, either somebody opens a door for him, or he slowly tries every single day to use his, you know, paws, however, and just makes them a little wider, wider, wider every single day until he's able to manage. So let's talk about him.
If you parrot negative things and talk about the things you don't love, you are literally jailing yourself like a parrot in a cage. Every time you talk about what you don't love, you are adding another bar to the cage and you are locking yourself away from all the good.
So I hope we get that. This is what most of us are doing. Let's turn the page.
People who have great lives talk more about what they have, what they love. By doing so, They gain unlimited access to all the good in life, and they are as free as the birds that soar in the sky. To have a great life, break the bars of the cage that is jailing you. Give love, talk only about what you love, and love will set you free.
Isn't it wonderful? Talk only about the good things, and that's what's going to unfold. Whatever you want in your life will happen because you're concentrating only on the goodness. Jesus says a very beautiful thing. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. This is how wonderful life is. Once you know the truth, once you want something, once you work on it, you will get there and you'll be feeling a free person. Let's read about nothing is impossible.
Nothing is impossible for the force of love. No matter who you are, no matter what situation you may be facing, the force of love can set you free. I know of a woman who, through love alone, broke the bars that caged her. She had even she had been left in poverty and faced with bringing up her children by herself after 20 years of an abusive marriage. Despite the extreme hardship she faced, this woman never allowed resentment, anger, or any ill feeling to take root inside her. She never talked negatively about her ex husband, but instead gave only positive thoughts and words about her dream of a new, perfect, beautiful husband and her dreaming of traveling to Europe. Even though she had no money to travel, she applied for and got a passport and bought small items she would need on her dream trip to Europe. Well, she did meet her perfect and beautiful new husband. And after marrying, they moved to her husband's home in Spain, overlooking the ocean, where she now lives in happiness.
So please become like this woman. She had such a challenging life, 2 decades of her life, 20 years of her life, so much of hardship. Yet she never talked about it. She only kept expanding the good. She kept looking at her dreams. She kept looking at her dreams. She never resented. And what happened? She got back so much, so much, so much more. Next page again talks a little bit more about her. Let's read that.
This woman refused to talk about what she didn't love, but instead chose to give love and think and talk about what she loved. And in doing so, she set herself free from hardship and suffering and received a beautiful life.
How
You can
wonderful.
change you can change your life because you have an unlimited ability to think and talk about what you love. And so you have an unlimited ability to bring everything good in life to you. However, the power you have is far greater than giving positive thoughts and words of the things you love, because the love of attraction is responding to your thoughts and your feelings. You have to feel love to harness its power. Love is the fulfilling of the law. St. Paul, Christian apostle in Romans 13, verse 10.
So remember, you have to feel love to harness its power. There is this law of attraction which works in the law of love. So if you say the love of attraction which Dipali accidentally did is absolutely right. If you know that you attract whatever, if you have love for it, you will attract it. So please respond to your thoughts and your feelings to those that you really want to build. Don't talk about negative, don't expand on the negative. On this note, we will take a break, and tomorrow we will talk about the points of power in this, and we'll also talk about the summary and the greatest secret. Tomorrow is a day of summarizing what we learned today and the days previous. So let's read the blessing for the day and let's see what's coming our way. Dipali, thank you for being exceptional. As always, you're really lovely. Thank you, thank you, thank
Thank
you.
you so much for letting me read.
Thank you for volunteering. And tomorrow, Rima, I'll feel guilty if you don't raise your hand in time tomorrow. Please do that. And I can see the birthday girl. Yes, we missed you yesterday and we missed wishing you the day before. So today we shall wish you at the end after our meditation. All right. So again, a very beautiful cue for all of us. Praise thy be our nature. Let's praise. Each of us is doing the very best we can at this very moment. If we knew better, we had more understanding and awareness, we would do it differently. So, isn't it wonderful that you're talking about awareness in this magical book? And this is where this is coming our way. It's also talking about the word praise. So if we keep praising our life will be praiseworthy. This is our intention. Let's keep praising, let's keep thanking, let's keep acknowledging, and let's keep being in the moment where we are thinking that we are aware, we are understanding life. It's going to be amazing. Today's affirmation is gorgeous. I am totally adequate at all times. And so it is. So, can someone volunteer to read for me? Yes, I know the new ways have all read for us. Okay. Sneha Pawar, there you are.
Okay. I'm totally adequate at all times. Praise yourself and tell yourself how absolutely wonderful you are. Don't make yourself wrong. What you do, something new, don't beat yourself because you're not a pro at it the first time. Practice. Learn what does work and does not work. Next time you do something new or different, something you are just learning, be there for yourself. Don't tell yourself what was wrong. Tell yourself what was right with it. Praise yourself. Build yourself up so that the next time you do it, you really feel good about it. Each time you will be better and better and better. Soon you will have a new skill of some sort.
Thank you, my dear Sneha. So
Thank
now,
you.
the second line is beautiful. When you do something new, don't beat yourself because you're not a pro at it the first time. So people who are really judging themselves about this greatest secret that, oh, I don't understand. Don't beat yourselves up because you're not a pro. You're just learning about it. Second time you will do it, it's going to be better. So whatever books we are doing, technically they're important to be read again and again and practiced again and again. So people who are joining the second batch, when you do mirror work again, magic again, you will realize that you're understanding it more better and better. It's really a myth when people say मैंने भागवत गीता कर रखी है 8 साल 9 साल पढ़ी है बस दोबारा जरूरत नहीं है या मैंने मैजिक बुक करी हुई है वही 1 मंथ कोर्स किया हुआ है या मैंने पावर करी हुई है नो these are to go back again and again and again. The more you study, the more you become better. But yet, thanking yourself, praising your journey, being grateful, and saying, I am totally adequate at all times. So, even right now, if I've read only once, I am adequate. Yes, if I keep building myself, I keep praising myself, I'll become better and better because practice makes a man perfect. So thank you so much, Sneha, for reading. Thank you, Dipali, for your powerful reading. And at this point, we conclude the day's learning with a beautiful set of meditation. I will read the reflections soon. So I'm reading Power. Yeah, Rupal says if she's reading Power the third time and finally getting it. Yeah, that's what happens. At times we can't even. And believe me, Rupal, I have read it probably seventh time now, and I'm still getting a lot of it. Those little lines which I forget sometimes, they keep unfolding. The more we read, the more we learn. Absolutely, routine is best. Absolutely, that's how life is. So let's straighten our backs till the time the music is unfolding. Our back straight, our feet firmly placed on the ground, our hands in Jnana Mudra or comfortably placed, our eyes closed, and our mouth wearing a beautiful soft smile. Life is magical. Life is powerful. Life is purposeful. Whatever we want, we get because we are the creators of our life. We know we are the blessed beings. We know we are the infinite beings, blessed with infinite wisdom, infinite intelligence, and infinite love for life. We have been blessed with this beautiful life of ours. Let's make it worthwhile. Let's grow in love. Let's grow in gratitude. Let's grow in life. Let's grow as a soul. Because I, the soul, am looking out for so much from this life of mine. Because I chose it to evolve. And as I got sucked into the beautiful world of life, I forgot the right purpose. So, dear Lord, thank you for bringing me back on this path of golden light and love. I'm now remembering all of it again, learning it, analyzing it, comprehending it, pondering over it, reflecting it, and bringing it to reality. The more I read, the more I get. The more I analyze, the more I grow. Yet, knowing that magic and logic don't work together, I keep my logical mind at bay. I let my 90% subconscious mind rule me, guide me, direct me. I know I'm always in a blessed zone. All I have to do is focus my energy on what I want, and that unfolds. The minute I differentiate myself and I, the soul, life becomes more purposeful because I become calmer. Detachment is a first step of calmness, of peace. When I'm no longer attached completely, I don't have that possessive streak in me. I let go so easily. Now I'm not all the time stressed, but what I am is I find peace, I find love, and I attract people with my vibes because I am a journey to learn and to grow. And more of my thoughts come attracted to me, maybe through Sangha, maybe otherwise. I attract the right people, I guide the right people. My purpose in life is clear. I grow and I make people grow, especially my loved ones. At least I make an effort. If the time is right, they'll join. If not, they won't. At least I did my karma. And I am a giver. The more I give, the more I get. I am a person who believes in the love of law, the law of love, the love for gratitude, an attitude of gratitude, in love for life, and life full of love. Because I flow in life. I simply flow. I have no obstacles, nothing. Whatever comes my way is for my highest good. I know it, I accept it, I embrace it. Even challenges that come, even obstacles that come, are for my betterment. I see each challenge with 10 opportunities. I see each fault with 10 blessings because my life is magic and I am the magician. I have that wand that just entwines me into my learning. Whatever I want, I get. Whenever I find something negative and I just know that the positive is coming my way, more positivity unfolds. The more I bless, the more I'm blessed. The more I love, the more I'm loved. The more I'm grateful, the more grateful I am. Life is unfolding every single day, absolutely magically, so easily, so spontaneously. No effort, it's just opening doors. Every single night, I pray in gratitude, and before sleeping, if I have any doubt, any procrastination, any question, I leave them on the fertile plane of my subconscious mind, knowing that the blessings are coming my way in the form of solutions. It could be a thought, it could be instruction, it could be an idea, but I know that they're given to me with my divinity in me because I am the infinite being. I follow the instruction, and whatever I do is for the very best. Thank you, dear life, for this beautiful life of mine. Truly grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I bow my head in gratitude towards planet Earth, Mother Earth, blessing it with abundance, blessing it with prosperity, blessing it to find its original value back. Dear Mother Earth, you're such a giver. Thank you for nourishing me every single day with beautiful virtues, with nourishing deep down virtues for life. I know I'm sprouting a new leaf, turning into a new leaf. Every single day I learn. Just the way when a leaf comes, the veins grow. Similarly, I am growing every single day. And it's all thanks to you for giving me this channel, showing me this path, and guiding me through. I'm truly grateful to you. And again, as always, I repeat, dear Mother Earth, with you every single day, I'm aware and I'm losing all my fear, my doubts, my procrastination, my weight, my insecurities, and they're flowing into you so easily because I am grounded. Through my feet, all the negativity is simply flowing out. I know I have to just seek the white, golden healing light enter my body through my ground chakra. And when it moves, all the negativity attaches itself and flows down in me, never to be found. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Now, eyes at the eye level, I'm so grateful to my life. Whatever has happened is nothing short but magic. And let the magic journey continue. And so it is. Thank you, life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I look up at heavens above, express my gratitude toward my universe, my angels, my guardians, my cosmos, my divinity. I, the soul, know that I have a very purposeful, meaningful life. I'm here to grow abundantly in all spheres of my life. And so it is. Thank you for guarding me. Thank you for guiding me. I now expand my hands at the heart level, knowing that I am open and receptive to all the goodness and abundance in the universe. Whatever is coming my way is coming for a purpose, and I am the keen learner. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bring your hands in gratitude in front of your heart, rub them together, rub them once, energize your conscious, subconscious mind, your scalp, your hair. Energize it second time. Bless your face, mouth, eyes, nose, ears. Energize it third time. Bless your neck, your foot pipe, your shoulders, and your arms, including your hands, nails, and fingers. Bless it fourth time. Bless your back, upper back, middle back, spine cord, lower back, hips. Bless it sixth time. Energize your lungs. Bless them, your heart, your liver, your intestines, your stomach, your gallbladder, your kidneys, your uterus. Bless your sexual organs and your excretory organs. Energize it seven times. And this seventh time, you're blessing your thighs, upper and lower, knees, calves, ankles, feet. Come back up for the final round of gratitude. I am so thankful to my trillions of cells in my body, the blood circulation system, muscles, tissues, fibers, bones. Thank you for this protection layer, dear skin. I'm truly grateful to all of you for being so unconditional and for gifting me this gift of unconditional, lovable help. I'm truly grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now, let's bless our Sangha and planet Earth and people around us with love, light, and abundance, knowing each one of them is blessed and may all the dreams come true and they have begun. And so it is. Love, light, and blessings to Dipali, Radhika, Sneha, Pratimaji, Poonam, Neha, Mudita, Radniji, Rima, Meenakshi, Payal, Monica, Shali, Kuldeep Ji, Anita, Sudha, Sunita, Rupal, Alona, Nisha, Alithya, Kiran, Reena, Sapna, Ankita, Archana, Neelam, Monish, Kavita. Love, light, and blessings to you, Sushma ji, Nitika, Arushi, Puneet, Niyati, Ritesh sir, Harpreet, Tainat, Ashima, Muskan, Shamila, Priti, and Salish. Salish, if you're comfortable, you can put on the screen just for blessing time. No matter how you're looking, it's fine. But when we see you, we can bless you so much more. So thank you everyone for logging in, and thank you so much for coming in. And can I please have the birthday girl Rupal with me? Rupal, can I have your hands up? I didn't see you actually. There we are. All right. So thank you for being so magnanimous, for being such a heartwarming girl. I can't even believe that you let your birthday glory go just because you wanted Nitika to bask in all our love and attention and wishes. Aren't you wonderful a soul? So thank you for realizing she's so excited and letting all the attention go to you. So you deserve all our love. So here is a birthday song from all of us. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rupal. Happy birthday to you. May this be one of the finest birthdays, and may each birthday get finer and finer and finer. And we really wish that while the session is on, you find the Mr. Dream guy. Not that you need him, but yeah, why not have somebody as an add on? Why not have somebody to share your love with? Because you have so much of it, so why not? So, wishing
Thank
you the very
you
best.
so much. And I want to announce a victory, by the way.
All right.
Uh, by the way, mostly I've been tested positive,
Okay.
but having said that, now it is what it is, and to take care of my health. Secondly, so I had landed two projects that I was working from, and I was working from home. And then I randomly, I mean, and I always missed being in an office. Like it's the way I work. And then I said, okay, let me just start looking for more projects and let me start consulting. So I got a call from this person whom I've known socially, and she said, why don't you just come and meet me? And I said, okay, fine. So I went and I met her, and she offered me directly. And I said, but Gayatri, I'm already working for someone and I have two projects, and you want me to be at your workplace. So how does this even work? Like, I said I can work from home for all three of you. So we just sat there and I was drinking my coffee. And I said, unless, randomly, I just said it. And I said, unless you're okay with me working from your office for all three of you. And she said, well, it works for me. And I said, you're sure you want me to work from your office for everyone? She said, yeah, as long as you're there. And she's like, my work is not getting affected. You can work for others as well. So
Wow.
now, office to go to, like, I didn't have to spend on an extra office, like, hire a place or something, or at least to this thing. And now I have my three projects running side by side.
How wonderful. More power to you. And definitely the COVID has come to you because you need some positivity. So that's a COVID positive has come to you. You so enjoy it, bask in it. And one thing, believe that you are healing every single day. Don't let
Yeah.
this thing go
I've
on to you.
already started my affirmations. My thing was I'm just affirming that everyone I've met is completely okay.
Perfect.
Is yeah.
How wonderful.
Yeah.
So, on this beautiful note of Rupal's share through and her breakthrough, It's closed for the day simply because Ritesh sir has to go to school and we
Yeah.
must have the timelines. So all our sharings can be postponed right in your books and we can share on Sunday. So I know a lot of you have a lot of things to share. Please feel free to call me. Today I'll be home. And while my girlfriends are traveling to the Anandas, I'm right here because tomorrow I have a very powerful meeting in factory, so I can't go. So all right, everyone, take care and we shall see each other tomorrow. Rupal, have a
Thank you.
fantastic year. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ritesh sir, for being the
Thanks,
angel
everyone.
you are. Thank you so much, my dear teammates, to send the assignments, to fill them in and do whatever. Thank you, Amrita. Thank you, Shweta. And thank you, Sanjay sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. God bless you all.